Hi everyone!
Hey, welcome back to another Wildside walk with Johnny
and Evie, and today we're at Saltwell Park in Gateshead.
Yeah, it's just turning spring now, so there's lots of new spring things out and about that we're hoping to try and see today.
Yeah, and the weather's really nice today. It is a bit chilly with the wind, but clear skies. And if you wanted to come here, I got the 21 from Newcastle city centre.
And I drove from the coast and it took about half an hour-ish. Depending on rush hour, the traffic was fine. So if you're lucky, it shouldn't take too long if you're on the coast like I am. So yeah, come along, we'll see what we can see.
So we just came across this flower, which we've never seen before. It's really pretty, but it's called Gloria the Snow, and it got that name because it often blooms when snow is still on the ground, and it's one of the first flowers that blooms in spring. Wow. I think it's red-tailed because it's like all black and then it's got just the red. This is a guess, but we think it's a red-tailed bumblebee. But we're going to check on our apps. So, what app is it?
I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it OBS Identify or OBS Identify?
Oh, okay. So we've used OBS Identify, and it has confirmed that it is a red-tailed bumblebee. And you can tell because it's just got a black body and then a red tail. It's pretty nice.
We don't fit in the frame.
Yeah, sorry.
So we just saw the bee about there, and we've just been walking around this spot here, which is the rose garden. So it's really nice to see that the pollinators are back out, because it's going to make sure that this grows well and it's going to keep the roses healthy. So we've just come across this plant here. We're not quite sure what it is, so Evie's going to use iNaturalist to try and figure out what it is.
Ooh, so it came up as grape hyacinth.
Grape hyacinth.
I never knew what they were. So, we were also going to try and identify some bird songs.
I don't know if that's
So that's a great tip.
But it's a
if
great
you can hear
tip.
it.
We're using the Merlin app. If you don't know what that is, it's a app that helps you identify what birds you're hearing.
Yeah, kind of
that
sounds
one was
like
a bit louder, so you might hear that.
Yeah, like a teacher.
Yeah, it's kind of like 4 loud. Toot, toot, toot. Not a great impression, but
yeah. Although tits have a lot of calls, so it's very hard. But we can also see a wren over here. It's up here. He's up there in the tree. So I think a lot of people think that the wren is the smallest bird in the UK, but it's actually a goldcrest. But it is one of the loudest birds. And I think a good way of recognising the call is it's a very long, loud call, and it also sounds a bit like a machine gun at the end, like a du-du-du-du.
It's very pretty. It is Japanese camellia, but it is still really pretty to look at, and it's nice to see all these really colourful flowers blooming again now that spring's coming.
Yeah, and we also think that this is wild garlic coming through. It just hasn't bloomed yet. It's still pretty cool. Oh, Chiff Chaff! That's it. This song is a Chiff Chaff.
There's also wood pigeon about.
And we're going to tell you a bit more about it now. Okay. So it's still calling. And if you didn't know what a Chiff Chaff was, it is a pale warbler. And it's called Chiff Chaff because of its distinctive call, which sounds like Chiff Chaff, Chiff Chaff.
And they are visitors from Africa, from over the summer, and usually they would migrate back over the winter. But more and more of them are starting to actually stay here now because the climate changed and it's getting warmer. So they're starting to stay more, and that gives them better chance to claim territory while they're here. Gives them a head start, and it allows them to find mates a lot easier. But it is because of climate change, so they give and take. Yeah.
This is a wren call.
Yeah. Not sure how much it'll show up on the phone footage, but it is very loud.
Yeah.
Such a small bird. Just made it to the lake and sat on this log. There's two greater black-backed gulls. At least that's what we think they are. It's a little far away, so we can't really tell. But it's a really nice thing. What's the what's the one that's sometimes here?
Mandarin duck, which we're going to look out for now.
Mandarin duck. It's really cute. Tufted duck there. It's a really, really nice, pretty lake. That's how you know it's spring.
Everyone's so friendly. You're so friendly. And you're so beautiful. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
Okay, so just behind us now here is a hawthorn tree. Bush tree.
I don't know.
It's hawthorn. And it's a part of the rose family, and an interesting thing about it is that its leaves are actually edible, and usually it's got bright white flowers on it, but they haven't bloomed yet.
Oh, so the Vikings thought that it would be bad luck to cut hawthorn trees down, and that's because they believed that they were fairy trees, and it was a way to get into the other world. Oh, I'm just going for the food. We have no idea what that bird is. Maybe it's a hybrid.
Maybe.
Got no idea. It looks so strange. Yeah. Big reveal for the house. Oh. Wow, it's very pretty.
That is gorgeous. Where's that being again? So we are here now at the actual Saltwell Tower, and this was actually built before the park was. This was built in the early 1800s, and it was originally a private home for a very wealthy industrialist called William Wales, who was a really popular stained glass maker at the time. The actual park was opened in 1876, and it was originally called People's Park, and it was opened to the people, hence the name, because at the time Gateshead, where this place is, was really heavily industrialised, so it was a place for all the workers to get clean air and have a natural space. And in the early 2000s, there was a lot of restoration work here because over the time between Saltwell had gone into a bit of disrepair. So through the Lottery Heritage Fund and volunteer efforts, it has been restored into a really, really nice public space that you should definitely come and visit if you can. On a day like today anyway, it's really nice. There's so much natural stuff about. It's dog friendly, so you can bring your dogs if you want. There's a lot of school groups that get taken here for outings. Yeah, history. One other thing, when the manor house and the park were created, it was very Victorian, so all the paths and all the different spaces in the park and the house were really carefully planned out, so all the different ways that you can walk around, all the set paths here are very well constructed, and they will take you to everywhere that you want to go. So yeah, it's just a really good place to come for a day out.
Okay. Do you know what bee this is?
Bumblebee.
Yeah, but I don't know what. We just came across some cherry blossom trees, and it's a special time of year for them, because the blossom is quite short-lived and it only blooms for about 2 weeks, which is like late March to early April, so we're really lucky to be seeing it blossom. Yeah, it's really pretty and it symbolises mortality. So we've also came across some nettles, and we thought we may as well tell you some cool facts about them, because stinging nettles, they actually have 10 times the amount of calcium that broccoli does, and when you get stung by a stinging nettle, that is because of the histamines, and people usually tell you to use dock leaves to help, but that doesn't work as well as the stem of the stinging nettle itself that actually contains antihistamines, which is really cool. So today we were going to try and hear out for a woodpecker, or to hear it drumming, because we are in drumming season now for woodpeckers, which starts more intensely in February to June, I think. And they drum to claim their territory, but also to find mates. And it's something interesting is that they like to use dead hollow trees, and if they find a branch that they like to drum on, that they'll keep going back to that branch. But also they've been seen using like metal poles as well, which is really cool.
Thanks for joining us on another Wildside walk. We saw a lot of really nice spring things today. Good to see now that the season's changing. Let us know where you want to see us go next. And thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
That one. Stop.
Oh, I can't turn the camera around.
We have to stop.
So, we think this bird is a greater back-blacked gull.
Back black.
No, greater. What is it?
Black. The train.
Oh no!
Okay, after we were so rudely interrupted by the train. Awesome. Was it? What?
I'm being blind. I'm being